Thank you for attending our time of reflection candle lighting ceremony. We are gathered here for a meaningful moment in which we can honor the memories of those who have gone on before us. We're coming into the holiday season, and everywhere we turn, we get the same message. 'Tis the season for joy, family, and loved ones. And it is. Yet, for many people, the holidays and the focus of being with loved ones can bring a fresh and painful reminder of the loved ones that we have lost. The holiday season is also a season of grieving, and our sorrow may feel unlike that of our daily routine and create a renewed sense of loss when special occasions arise. The disconnect between what we see reflected all around us, lights and laughter, hope and cheer, and the absence can be painful and isolating for those experiencing grief. The intended joy can be a reminder of what once was and can reactivate the sorrow, anxiety, anger, and isolation. Traditions may feel broken. There is room at the table, but the chair is empty. Times that were favored memories may now feel tainted with sadness. Even for those whose grief is not new, the holidays have a special way of opening up both good memories and longing. But know that you are not alone in your grief, your tears, and your memories. We reach out with love, with understanding, and with hope. Those we loved who have died unite us. We are bonded as those who are weathering the storm. Grief is a different journey from person to person, and there is no right way to grieve. It is often thought that grief is a sad time that follows the death of someone you love, and you just push through it to the other side. That it's something you get through. But there is no end goal or set destination or time. It is rather an absorption, an adjustment, a resisted acceptance. It is endured and changes everything about you. When you lose a loved one, there's a secondary loss that's rarely addressed. It is accepting that the life you had envisioned is no longer a reality. Loss creates so many questions without solidified answers. Why was this their time? Why did God allow this? What will I do now? Who am I without them? If I wish them back or punish myself, can I have them back again? How do I fix this hole in my heart? How do I take over the tasks that my loved ones supplied our relationship with? Grief is more than just missing someone. It's the unrelenting ache for the reality to be different and for the impossible to come true. It is normal to feel lost, confused, anger, anxiety, sadness, and even relief. Life is complicated, and so is death. Relearning your everyday life can be a chore in itself. We're grieving all that we had and all that we shared. We grieve all the important things that they have missed and will miss. We grieve the future we were supposed to have together. Grief is complicated. Tonight, myself and staff will light 5 candles in total. The first 4 will represent our sadness, our memories, our determination, and our love. The 5th candle we will light with the 4 previous candles and invite you to light your candle at home if you so choose in memory of your loved one. The first candle we will light is for our sadness. The pain of losing you is intense, and the grief we feel is often hard to handle. We want you to know that we miss you so much. There is an empty seat at the table where a dear old loved one used to sit. It gapes like a wound, but nobody says, how can we fix it? What is there to say about an absence, a hole? A place defined by what is not there. An awkward pause, a conversation lull, when someone else should have filled in that dead air. There are stories that are not told anymore, but we all think of the one who should tell. And in moments when we all would have laughed before, there are tears and hands trying to quell. Silence seems to sit heavier now, and leaving has become hard to do. As we sit around the table looking for words to fill in the chair that was supposed to hold only you.
Some people are afraid to heal, and this can be because their entire identity can be centered around the trauma that they've experienced. They have no idea who they are outside of this, and that unknown can be terrifying. Or they feel that if they feel happiness, then it should be accompanied by guilt. That grief should be a lifelong sentence to serve. But recognize, though, that your loved one would want good things for you. It's okay to smile and to laugh and to enjoy the company of friends and family. Our life is made for the purpose of loving one another. And love for other people does not mean you are risking forgetting who your loved one was to you, or that you're replacing them. Remember, you don't have to answer your questions or to solve your life in a predetermined amount of time. And you don't need to feel ashamed for being where you are. Your path to healing can be a winding road, but it is also filled with experiences that contribute to shaping and forming who you are. Grief never ends, but it does change. It is a passage, not a place to stay. Grief is not a sign of weakness, nor a lack of faith. It is simply the price of love and loving deeply. For one thing never changes in grief, and that is the love you hold for them in your heart. Nothing, including any amount of time, could ever change that. We light this candle for our memories, your smile, your laugh, the good times and the bad, when we were angry and when we were happy, and all those times that never could have been lived with anyone but you. We want you to know that we will always remember. When tomorrow starts without me, and I'm not there to see, if the sun should rise and find your eyes all filled with tears for me, I wish so much you wouldn't cry the way you did that day. While thinking of the many things we didn't get to say, I know how much you love me, as much as I love you. And each time you think of me, I know you'll miss me too. I had so much to live for. I had so much to do. It seemed almost impossible that I was leaving you. I thought of all the yesterdays, the good ones and the bad. I thought of all the love that we shared and all the fun that we had. If I could relive yesterday, I thought just for a while, I'd say goodbye and kiss you and maybe see you smile. So when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart. For every time you think of me, I'm right here in your heart.
The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. We light this candle in determination, knowing you brought us strength. We are changed because of you. Your life has made a difference in ours. We want you to know that we will take the energy of your living and help us move forward in our own lives. I left you a little white feather. I placed it right there in your way. I wrapped it in love with a message to let you know you'll be okay. I drew a colorful rainbow. It followed you on your journey for a while. You noticed the spectacular colors. I hoped it would make you smile. I sent down a robin. It landed on your ledge. I prayed it would give you strength to pull back from the edge. I try every day to remind you that I never did go away. The feathers, the rainbows, the robins are my way of trying to stay.
This last candle we light for our love. The specialness that we shared with you can never be replaced. During this holiday season, our love for you will shine as brightly as this candle. We will pass that love on to others, and as we do, our hearts will smile because of you. We want you to know that we will always love you. If I thought for just one moment that would be your last breath, I'd tell you I love you forever, even beyond death. If I thought for just one moment that your face was the last I'd see, I'd take 1,000,000 pictures and save them just for me. If I thought for just one moment that my voice would be the last you'd hear, I'd conversate attentively and try not to shed a tear. If I thought for just one moment that my touch would be the last you'd feel, I'd embrace you and know that this has all been real. If I thought just for one moment that your heart would be beat its last, I'd be thankful for knowing you and all our past.
The flame of the candle symbolizes remembrance. As we light our own candle in memory of our loved one, let us do so with gratitude that they lived and that we shared their life for a time.
Snow is falling Christmas Eve. Lights are coming on up and down the street. The sound of carols fills the air, and people rushing home, families everywhere are putting candles in the windows and lights upon the tree. There's no laughter in this house, not like there used to be. There's just 1,000,000 little memories that remind me you're not here. It's just a different kind of Christmas this year. And in the evening fires glow, dancing underneath the mistletoe. A letter left from Santa Claus won't be the same this year in this house, because there's one less place sat at the table, one less gift under the tree, and a brand new way to take their place inside of me. I'm unwrapping all these memories, fighting back the tears. It's just a different kind of Christmas this year. In the driveway, families right outside the door, and we'll try to make this Christmas like the ones we've had before. And as we gather around the table, I see joy on every face, and I realize what's still alive is the legacy you made. It's time to put the candles in the windows, the lights up on the tree. Time to fill this house with laughter like it used to be. Just because you're up in heaven doesn't mean you're not near. It's just a different kind of Christmas. It's just a different kind of Christmas this year.
December hasn't changed. This town looks the same. They still light that tree in the city square. There's red, white, and green shining everywhere. And I wish you were here. And I wonder, is the snow falling down on the streets of gold? Are the mansions all covered in white? Are you singing with angels silent night? I wonder what Christmas in heaven is like. There's a little manger scene down on 3rd and Main. I must have walked right by it 1,000 times, but I see it now in a different light, 'cause I know you are there. And I wonder, are you kneeling with shepherds before him now? Can you reach out and touch his face?
Look into the flame of the candle. Close your eyes. With eyes closed, blow out your candle. You will see the flame still glows behind your closed eyes, and so it is with our memories.
May you find joy in this season.
May you find peace in its reason.
May you find blessings this year.
We pray that our service here today provided you with some form of comfort in these difficult days. May you go in peace.